Всем привет, мои хорошие, с вами я, Ирина Фокс, и сегодня мы с вами поиграем в игру Genshin импакт. Продолжаем мы играть. Ой, ранг повысился. Тыры-пыры. Так, сейчас всем не забываем подписываться и ставить лайки. Извиняюсь заранее, если я буду говорить в нос или буду, заикаться еще где-то. Я немного приболела. У меня болит горло, у меня насморк, поэтому ужас еще тут. Пойдемте, давайте в таверну. На задание легенд. Нам надо проходить его. Так, надо потише немножко игру сделать хотя бы. Это, по-моему, жесткая, да? Так. И вот так вот сделать. Все, пошлите. Да блин, ненавижу эти плакаты. Бум-бум, привет, спасибо, что зашел на стрим. Бум-бум, богадун. Так. Стоп. Не туда я пошла.
Hey, I'm doing some adventurous training. Alcohol tolerance training, to be precise. Wanna join me? You wanna know who I think the toughest fighter is? In my opinion, that would be the finest adventurer of them all, Stanley. Guildmaster Cyrus is up there with the toughest, too. But only Stanley can take on the bloodthirsty beasts of the Mare Javari.
Bloodthirsty beasts of the Marjavari? Sounds terrifying. Do you think you'd be scared if you were faced with one of those? Yeah! Bam! Wham! Pow!
Правильно. Дальше.
Hi! Are you here to try Mondstadt's famous wine too?
А чё, можно? Я хочу.
The strongest fighter of them all?
Что это
That
сейчас
would be
было?
Gene, obviously.
Ты чё?
Why? Grandmaster Jean is so strong. She can take out a ruin guard with just a few slashes of her sword.
Привет, спасибо, что зашел на
And she
стрим.
could wipe out the 3 hilly trill tribes at Dada Upa Gorge all by herself.
Да ты елки-палки.
Otherwise, we wouldn't have such a carefree existence with nothing to do.
It's true that Jean makes people feel they're in safe hands. Meanwhile, this guy is drunk as a skunk.
Да.
Hey, amigo. Do you want to hear my latest composition? I put my whole heart into it, and also my soul.
Отстань.
How about it, amigo? Huh? The most macho in Mondstadt. She's a little girlie who wears red.
Маленькая девочка в красном.
That's right. I found this out one day about half a month ago, when I went up to the Storm Bear Mountains looking for inspiration for my new song. Guess what happened?
What happened?
I witnessed the most powerful destructive force I have ever seen in my life. I'm telling you, it completely changed the whole landscape in that part of the mountains.
Holy moly!
I was hiding behind a bush and I saw this little girlie in red clothing running into the distance, leaving a trail of destruction in her wake. But I don't know if anyone will believe me.
Now that you mention it, the idea of a tiny little girl wielding that much destructive power is a little far-fetched.
You want to know what I think? I think she has a treasure nobody else knows about. Maybe even the most powerful treasure in all of Mondstadt.
Did you say treasure? Did Paimon imagine that, or did you hear it too?
It's just a guess.
Я видела
I mean,
и слышала. Субтитры
no.
читаю.
It's a bard's razor-sharp intuition. Thank you, amigo. I am so happy to meet a true amigo. Who would have thought?
So, this girl, what's her name?
Я вернулась, заберите у меня прошлое.
I do not know her name.
Кто вернулся?
I do not see her often in Mondstadt. Hey, I'm telling the truth. You gotta believe me.
Doesn't sound like much to go on. But thanks for your intel.
Дальше.
What'll it be today? The strongest fighter? I don't pay much attention to that sort of thing.
Huh. Paimon thought bartenders had some kind of special information sources. Exactly! That's what Paimon was getting at.
По-моему, она сейчас больше
I
слов
have no
сказала, чем
involvement in any
написали.
intelligence gathering operation. But if you made me pick someone, it would be the Dark Knight hero. I've heard some stories about him. Apparently, he once rescued a city dweller from the Abyss Order.
There it is! The barman's top secret intelligence. Speaking of the Abyss Order, their minions are really stirring up trouble all over the place, aren't they?
Так, сейчас.
Patton was right about one thing. If everyone's got their own opinion and can't be persuaded, how are we ever gonna find out who Mondstadt's strongest fighter is? Eureka! Paimon's got it! Let's go see what Jean says. Bet the Knights have got an official ranking table for this kind of thing. Come on! Let's just go and ask already. We'll never find out if we don't.
Хе-хе, я была рада вернуться, выжидала момент. А, вот ты какая. Вот ты какая. Выжидала она момент. Как успехи в Геншине? Ну, как сказать, вот Сянь Линь получила, прошла бездну. Дальше что? 34-й ранг уже. Уровень мира 3. Вот уже сколько звездочек тут накопила. Капец. А. Кого еще? А. Эту получила. Где она еще? Эту получила. Ой, бля, Бена там. Ну то все, пока новых персонажей нету. Иди отсюда. Капец, как неприятно, когда горло болит. Это вообще, это ужасные чувства вот эти вот. Ну, чё ж делать? Эрика, привет, спасибо, что зашла на стрим. Так. Иду. А, тигра, не молю тебя, подари мне десятки или вместо тебя Делюка. Я так хочу Делюка. 56 ранг. И только моно погораем. Да, я тоже Делюка хочу. И Чужлина еще хочу. Ну, деда, как его называют еще. Привет, Джи.
Bother you, we're collecting intel on the strongest fighter in Mondstadt. Do you have, one of those official Knights of Favonius verified ranking table thingies?
Strongest fighter in Mondstadt? Huh. I am sorry, but I cannot help. I do not have any relevant documentation on that topic.
Oh, well that sucks. Paimon was hoping she would at least make the top 5.
Да, конечно.
Although I do not have the data to make such an assessment, I will say that my faith in our honorary knight's abilities has never wavered. Which reminds me, recently one of the Abyss Order's mages has been active near the city, although he is keeping a low profile. If you are staying around Mondstadt, please be on the lookout for danger. Given your, well, high-ranking fighting strength, I trust you will be able to help keep the area safe.
Awesome! After she beats the Abyss Order, she'll climb up that ranking table faster than she climbs up all those cliffs. Well, either way, smashing the to bits is the right thing to do.
Это понятно,
I like
что
your
решать надо.
enthusiasm. It is infectious. But be careful out there.
Ой, ну пошли. Мое. Это тоже мое. Это тоже мое, это тоже мое. Это все забираю, это все мое. И это тоже мое. Так, где-то еще мое. Вот это тоже мое, да.
Now I got...
Угу. Так. Ирина, ты ждешь баннера деда или на кого-то другого будешь молиться? Я на него, да, жду баннер, жду очень. Ну, не факт, что он мне выпадет. Мне хотя бы, чтобы кто-то новый выпал, и все. Но очень бы хотелось деда. О! Кли! Ты такая лапочка. Ты такая лапочка.
I'm fine. I'm not hurt. Sorry for bumping into you. Hey, look! There's some writing on here. Explosion inside city wall. Grounded be thy woe. Explosions can hurt people. Jean can be dreadful. Mondstadt be bombed. Klee be doomed? Yikes! Mr. Kaya wrote these down for me. They're, survival rules.
Брат?
Survival rules? Yeah. Rules that I must absolutely never break
Подожди,
under
она
any
скакея, твой
circumstances.
брат?
Otherwise, something terrible would happen. Yep.
Он твой брат?
I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Klee.
Ничего, моя хорошенькая такая, я бы так вот ее за щечки бы и целовала бы ее, вообще такая сладенькая, вот красивенькая.
And Paimon's name is... Well, Paimon. I've heard all about you guys. You're the honorary knight who helps Mondstadt. Wow! More recognition, yay! Paimon is so happy right now. I heard it from Amber. But wait, no, there's no time for this right now. I'm dealing with a big emergency. I grabbed my map and ran as fast as I could all the way here.
Нет, Кли всех братом или сестрой называет. Они не родные. Кея просто приглядывает за ней. Жалко. А я-то думала, ну ладно.
The treasure I buried in the Whispering Woods. It's gone. Did you say buried treasure? Exactly what Paimon was thinking. Lost treasure is a big deal. Let us help you find it. Yay! Thanks, you guys. Here's where the map says the treasure should be.
Рендаверт, привет,
I
спасибо,
put a
что
circle
зашел на
around
стрим.
it. I also put a wooden sign in the ground at the place where I buried it to make it easier to find. Paimon is starting to understand how this treasure went missing so easily. Come on, Miss Honorary Knight, let's go.
Ну, пошли. Там целые комиксы по этой теме есть. Боже, как же я хочу выбить Кли. Да я тоже ее хочу. Она сильная, говорят, персонажка. Ну, может, она выпадет в каком-нибудь из баннеров. Ну, так, вообще случайно. Посмотри русскую озвучку Кли. Я видела ее русскую озвучку, мне ее голос понравился.
La 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 la.
Ай.
La 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 la.
Господи, хоть бы показывали, что они рядом бегают.
You seem oddly happy. Well,
Сундук.
Pleasure and Albedo seem really busy recently.
Куда? Моё.
So Klee must not disturb them. But now Klee has new friends. I never thought I'd have
Да,
a big sister
Сянь-Ли мне
happy.
надо подкачивать.
I'm
Ну,
so
пофиг.
happy.
Один какой-то упырь. Много не заберет.
Race you.
Так, цветочки. Это, конечно, собираем. Нет, так просто не выпадет. Ты пропустила и баннер, жди следующего лета. Ха-ха-ха, нифига себе. Еще какие условия. Я думала, без разницы, в каком она выпадет. Ай, зачем я огонь-то кинула на них? Я по привычке уже на ешку нажимаю.
Freeze! What's the...
Угу. 34 ранг.
We're here. This is the place. Look, this is where my huge treasure was buried. And where there's now a huge empty hole in the ground.
Маг бездны.
It's an abyss mage. Hey, maybe he's the one Jean was warning us about. What's that in his hand? My treasure. What?
I see the little girl has brought her friends.
Куда полетел?
Time for a change of plan.
Hey, you! If you think you're so tough, get back here and fight. What's an abyss mage? I play in the forest all the time, but I've never
Куда
seen one
полетел,
before.
урод?
He looks so cute, soft and fluffy. Game's up. Now hand it over.
Oh, you fools think I would give this up so easily after what I've been through to acquire it?
Капец, они противно ржут. Так.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Нет, не-не-не. Кею. Давай Кею. Давай. И вот так вот. Вот так вот.
Freeze!
Ой, блин.
Careful, Klee. Don't be drawn in by it.
Ой.
Abyss mages are the bad guys. Oh, that's right. Grandmaster
Стой.
Jean says that stealing is wrong. Freeze!
That girl's lucky she didn't come alone. Otherwise,
Да, блин. Нет. Блин, да запусти ты! Блин, путаю все время кнопки эти гребаные.
Leave it all to me.
Так.
Dodge this! Don't get frostbite!
But if we could just get him to give it back.
Он заколебал уже улетать.
Where'd he go? The Abyss Mage. He just disappeared. What's going on?
Ой, надо забрать. Кстати, надо вообще... Ой, да отпусти. Надо вообще... Сейчас достиженьку заберу. Так. А где она? А, вот. Так, и мне надо отряде поменять. Вся линия у меня не такая прокачанная, я ее чисто пока поставила для начала стрима. А вот Бената возьму. Он у меня с Бейду, они вообще хорошая команда. Так, и... Ух ты. Вот это я нашла.
A gateway to a domain! The Abyss Mage must have snuck inside!
Ну, чуть-чуть тихо.
Wait, do you need a rest? Why don't you wait here while we get your treasure back for you?
No, I'm coming with you. It's my treasure that Mr. Fluffball stole, and it's up to me to get it back.
Пушистик. Пушистик, ну. Назвала его Пушистиком.
Don't worry, Clee is a big girl. Come on, Miss Honorary Knight, let's go.
Let's go, давай. Ой, блин, чудо. Ну давай. Конечно, конечно. О, за Кли поиграем, за эту прелесть, за эту маленькую красавицу поиграем. Я хоть было за нее вроде... Как это, пробники были за нее, испытания. Но она мне понравилась очень в атаках. О, понятно. Забираем. Нифига себе. Ой, тихо, 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 тихо. Ну, тихо, не плачь, не надо. Зайка моя, не плачь. Ух ты. Прикольно у нее анимация. Я и забыла уже. Нанварк, привет, спасибо, что зашел на стрим. Опа! Она тут и сама прекрасно справится без другой помощи. Надо удовольствие растягивать, пока дают за персонажа поиграть. Так. Залезай туда. Залезай, ты чего? Давай, давай, давай. Так, ладно, можно тут так сломать. Давай, плыви, плыви, плыви. Так, тут есть что-нибудь? Нету ничего. Та-та-та. Ёлки-палки. Осторожненько. А, это сломать можно? Я думала перепрыгнуть. Ну уж доламывать, так доламывать. Все. Тихонько. Давай, падай уже. Так вот. А, не долетает до него. Значит, это повезло мне вообще, что Бейнат вообще выпал, он же вроде как один из лучших персонажей. Понял. Да блин, ломай. Ломай. Она так прикольно бегает. Тихо, ты моего ребенка не бей. Ну ладно, помогу.
You followed me. I must say, I'm impressed. But this is as far as you will get.
Oh, yeah? What are you gonna do?
Oh, the human proclivity to gossip has provided us with everything we need. We learned that your little red friend had in her possession the most powerful treasure in all of Mondstadt. That treasure is now in my hands. There is nothing you can do. Now your precious treasure shall be your undoing.
Сука, ненавижу их.
Wait! Don't touch it!
Oh, how you fret now your predicament is finally clear to you. Now, what have we here? A flame symbol.
Ах ты сволочь.
No! I broke the survival rules. Explosions can hurt people. Jean can be dreadful. This is it. This time.
Ну тихо, ты не расстраивайся, тише, не надо, а то у меня сейчас слезы потекут.
Wait, so Klee's treasure is a bomb? No wonder Klee was rumored to be the strongest fighter in Mondstadt. Paimon, for one, is never picking a fight with her, ever. Hold on.
Родион, привет, спасибо, что зашел на стрим.
Seems like it. Well then, let's head to the Knight's headquarters and report to Jean.
Ой. Где сундук? Так. Та-ра-та-та-ра-та-та-та. Эх, жалко, Кли, жалко. Жена ее ругать будет опять. А ты уже тут?
Klee? You're here too?
I turned myself in.
Huh?
My bomb. I hurt someone. I broke the rules. I'll never see the light of day again.
Ой, господи, ребенок ты мой
Clee,
золотой.
I need you to answer me. You said someone was injured. Where are they? Why is that?
But Mr. Fluffball was only a thief. He didn't deserve to blow up.
Hey, come on now. Paimon already told you that the Abyss Mages are the bad guys. And actually, they're the worst kind of bad guys you can imagine. They don't just hate the good guys. They hate all people. Their enemy is humanity itself.
Mr. Fluffball was a bad guy on purpose? Mr. Fluffball is the enemy of humanity? What? I don't get it.
This was an oversight on my part. I did not tell you these things before because you are still young. In fact, the Abyss Order is a hostile force in Mondstadt, which has been unusually active lately.
Aha! That's it! Paimon understands now. They were tracking down poor Klee because they heard rumors about her treasure. Just like the way Paimon's first reaction was to try and get her hands on... no. To try and get the facts on the treasure.
So, does that mean?
In light of your contribution on this matter, I will allow you to take part in the next Ludi Harpastum.
Ludi Harpastum? Whoa! Miss Honorary Knight, you've gotta come too.
Whoop-de-doo! It's a happy ending!
Except...
Except what?
Klee, where did you hide the treasure to begin with?
А вот это все скажу.
Were you trying to blow up the fish in Starfell Lake again?
I wasn't! I swear I wasn't.
She's giving us that look that means play along.
Klee?
I'll see myself to solitary confinement.
Paimon bets Klee must get bored in there all by herself.
Ну, пойдем развлекаться тогда с ней. Что ж ты так с ребенком-то жестоко? Да, блин. Да ты издеваешься?
Guess who?
That's Paimon's voice I hear. Ooh, yes, please. Wait, no, I can't. Klee needs to be a good girl and think about what she did.
Привет,
Stop
спасибо, что зашел на
tempting
стрим.
me. Anyway, while I'm grounded, I'm making an extra special new treasure, the Ludi Harpastum version.
When you say treasure...
I made it into the shape of a harpastum and everything. It looks so cute. Just wait for Ludi Harpastum. Oh yeah, they're gonna love it.
С чем тебе помочь?
was listening to this. Klee might find herself grounded for an awful lot longer.
Hello. May the Animo Archon protect you.
Так. Да я вроде не это хотела, ну ладно. Друзья уговорили покрутить здесь. Ну. Дальше. Так. Давай сразу к делу. получил первым? Блин, не успела почитать. Не успела я почитать. Куда? Наверх.
Finally.
О, Мона!
I almost fell asleep waiting. As usual, my predictions are correct. You, yes you, come with me.
Are you some sort of door-to-door fortune teller? Sorry, but we're not really interested.
You're not from this world, are you?
How do you know about that?
How? Because I'm a master of true astrology. If you've no other questions, let's be off.
Ты посмотри, у нее шляпа, как у Мерлина, блин. Она профессиональный астролог, блин.
Fine. I'll exercise a little patience and explain. I am astrologist Mona Magistus, but considering that it is most rude to misremember names, I allow others to call me Mona. I am on a mission from my master to retrieve a certain box from Mondstadt. It was part of an agreement she made with a friend 50
Ты как
years ago.
умудрилась с ней запустить
She
линейку
isn't as
квестов?
spry as she used to be, so now it's up to me.
А что такое? Что-то плохо? Нет, надеюсь,
Sure, what
неплохо.
getting some box back has to do with us. Why do you need us to come along?
Well,
Я знаю, что Мона
that's because I
пятизвездочная,
would
но
also
я ее
like to
таковой
take
силы
on the
не
guardian
знаю.
of the box. My master and her friend contended in the mystic arts all their lives without a clear victor. If I triumph here, then I will show myself to be superior to my master. Well, I want to prove the power and status of astrology, to be precise. Now, from my predictions, I know that my master's friend has left Mondstadt, leaving her successor as the current guardian of that box. Like me, that successor must also be one who has surpassed their teacher. I must not be careless. But I would prefer to assure my victory in this contest, and upon giving it some thought, you came to mind.
How did she get involved in this anyway?
The knowledge passed down to me from my master must be passed on in turn. If I were to bring my disciple to meet her, then the lead is already mine, no? And you are Mondstadt's great hero, my equal in status, so... Come on, you don't actually have to become my disciple. You just need to act the part. There's something in it for you as well, should you come with me to get that box. Once I meet that
Ребят,
successor and have a
подскажите
chance to
человеку,
exchange knowledge with them,
кого
I
ему
should be able to
качать.
read your fate more accurately. Then I will have answers for you, even regarding such distant and foggy matters as gods and kin.
That does seem much faster than searching the land country by country.
A wise decision. That said, I would like to pay a certain place a visit before we go.
Что ты хочешь взглянуть?
There is a small inn near Mount Tianhong that never... The owner has always been good to me, so I'd like to say a farewell before I set off.
То есть бы ты двоих сразу качал бы. Морковка. Еще морковка. Куда? Лечу.
Well, it's no wonder that an inn set up here has no business.
Mona, oh, you've come at just the right time. Did you see a jade ring while you made your way here?
A jade ring. Can't say I have.
Oh, that's not good. The ring was given to me by my mother. but while my back was turned, it was swallowed up by a slime.
That should be no trouble with Mona here. She's really good at astrology.
Absolutely not. Astrology is meant to be used to gain insight into reality and observe destiny itself. It's certainly not for such mundane affairs.
But didn't you say that the owner here's been good to you?
This is a matter of pride and one's state of mind. If an astrologist thinks that their arts can solve all problems, they will be forsaken by the starry ether. Their divinations will lose the power to guide and will not be able to pierce the fog of the unknown before them. Principles are principles.
Such a powerful ability, and you don't use it to earn a living? What a shame.
Well, I was going to put up 20,000 mora as compensation, if you were willing.
20,000? Oh, it's nothing. I was just thinking that the person who finds that ring must be lucky indeed to be able to earn 20,000 mora just like that. Yes, of course. Still, the owner's business has had it pretty hard. It must be a truly extraordinary ring to be worth spending this much mora to find. It wouldn't be right for us to leave like this, so let's help to search for it. There may be other means we can employ besides astrology.
Oh, Paimon knows where this is going.
I know. I'll leave this one to you. This is the first mission I'm giving you as your
Офигела, что ли?
master.
Since it was swallowed up by a slime, maybe we can use elemental bait to lure all the nearby slimes to us. You remember the stuff we helped Master D-Luke make?
Я уже забыла, не помню.
And Paimon actually kept a small amount. Paimon's the very best partner, right?
Да, только ты
Seems
говоришь
like you
под руку.
already have a plan.
Yep, we'll be back in a jiffy.
Вот это немножко подвисло. Вот это немножко подвисло. У меня даже Геншин подвис. Качество соединения отличное. Я не знаю, что-то с Геншином было. То есть... не знаю. Впервые у меня такое с Геншином. Не знаю, такое временное, будто какая-то хрень была. Ой, ёлки-палки.
Let's light it up! Teamwork is dreamwork! That's gonna hurt in the morning!
Сволочь такая. Геншин шалит, это точно. Не по-детски! Точно. Ух ты, блин! Слышь, упырь.
Freeze!
Ты заколебал меня уже. Чё? Слышь, хорош. Привет. Спасибо, что зашел на стрим. 34 ранг.
Adventure time! Off we go!
Есть, нашли кольцо.
Found it! This must be the ring! It's so pretty. I'm unsure it's worth a ton of... Paimon wasn't having any bad thoughts. Let's bring the ring back to Mr. Zhu.
Не спеши на новый уровень мира переходить, прокачай персов. Ну, это само собой, естественно.
Adventure time.
Это я как бы знаю, не
That's the
переживай.
one. Ah, I thought it was lost forever.
You actually found it. Not bad. Mr. Zhu, you must take care of such precious things a bit better. You might not be so fortunate next time.
You're absolutely right. How would I have faced my family if I had lost the 253rd ring my mother gave me? Let me explain. My family owns 3 jade mines, and in order to ensure that I would be able to find myself a good wife, my mother had many jade accessories made as heirlooms. I think there might be over 500 of them.
Then why would you feel the need to set up an inn here?
Well, inheriting the family business too early unavoidably made things boring. Thank you, all the same. Here's the Mora, as agreed. Please take it.
Then I'll take it gladly.
Ты офигела, что ли? Это так там мы нашли кольцо. Ты чё, Мона, офигела, что ли?
But we did all the work.
Вот
A
именно.
disciple should act like one. How can they steal their master's thunder?
Exactly.
Well, you need to start practicing now. If my rival is as smart as I think they are, they will figure you out in a heartbeat.
What was that rumbling sound?
Oh, right. You mustn't have eaten in days. I'm very sorry. I forgot that you have no...
That didn't happen. Forget it. Well,
Звуки
I
боли
suddenly
в
feel
животе.
that you have indeed contributed to our good fortune. I say we spend this money on treating you to a fine
Кушать
meal.
охота.
If we travel north, we'll reach the Wongshu Inn. I hear the food there is really good, so let's go try it out. No need to thank me. I'm just doing as a good master should.
Did she say she was treating us? Is Paimon hearing things? She's such a good person. Let's have ourselves a great meal.
Ну ты-то Пайман, конечно. Ты-то пойдешь. Так.
This life isn't bad either. I guess I can keep
Блин, как далеко.
like this.
Что телепорты есть? Та-ра-та-та-ра-та-та-та. Нас накормят. Я там ест уже сидит. Без меня в одно жало ест. Прям на стол. Блин, промахнулся. Не рассчитала немножко.
Since it's Mona's treat, we can order whatever we want, right?
Of course. I am a most generous master, after all. But only if you can finish it all. Wasting food simply will not do.
Excuse me, what would you like to order?
Какой тяжелый выбор. Сейчас попозже покажу. Я креветки люблю. Хочу креветки.
Succulent shrimp wrapped in crispy fried potatoes. They have an amazing texture. It's exactly what it says on the label. Abalone made from vegetarian ingredients.
А чё, мы все прям закажем?
It's just as good as the real thing. Though tofu could not be a more ordinary ingredient, it and crab roe are truly a match made in heaven. It's one of our specialties. This is a favorite among our regulars. Bamboo shoots, meat and ham are cooked together, creating a richly flavored
Уже который
soup.
стрим подряд
Pour a
все
few
про еду
spoonfuls
идет.
into each bowl of rice you eat. You'll never get enough of it.
Да.
All of them? We only have 3. No, 2.5 people.
Да ты бы знала, сколько Пайман жрет, ты бы офигела.
That's not how you count it. Besides, Paimon hasn't even ordered yet. Squirrelfish, Juyu chili chicken, and Jury soup, please.
Чего?
Sure. And is there anything else you'd like to order, ma'am?
I'd just like to ask, how much do the current dishes cost in total?
Around 20,000 mora.
Then, I'll just have some
Привет,
vegetarian
спасибо, что
noodles,
зашел на
please.
стрим. Чё, нас 200 уже?
A bowl of vegetarian noodles, was it? Please wait a moment. We'll serve you shortly.
У! Праздник, праздник. Нас 200 подписчиков.
Paimon's been thinking about something since we started eating.
Пайман обжора. Да, она та еще обжорка.
Is it? Because she actually doesn't have money?
Да ладно, я бы
I heard
заплатила.
that. I said I was treating. How could I be rattled by something as mundane as Mora? An astrologist's mind is set on
Нас 200
studying the
стало, нас
stars.
200.
Being so easily disturbed by such banal
Наша
matters
семья,
would hamper my
Лисят, состоит
judgment.
из
Especially
201
the act
уже.
of overly gratifying oneself using Mora. It is both vulgar and
У нас пир.
dangerous.
Как раз вовремя.
So, not eating the dishes we ordered is also part of an astrologist's pride? Paimon doesn't get it. But it feels kind of bad that only we got to feast.
Давай, давай.
Oh, yes.
Какую таверну
we
сами
can do
сидим?
that. Just give us a minute. You don't use more to fulfill your desires, so it's fine as long as you're not buying anything, right?
Ай, вкуснота
Let's go
такая.
borrow the kitchen from the innkeeper.
Куда мне? Наверх подняться? Ну, иду, раз ты так просишь наверх. Можно было на лифте, но... Я приготовлю несколько блюд. Моного... Чё? В архипелаге вообще. Что-то все агрятся так на нее, вроде нормальный персонаж. Что, по-моему, криво лестницу как-то построили. И мне так кажется. Да куда? А, да, я же хотела персонажей показать. Ноэлька, Хея, Бэйдоу, Беннет, Эмбер, Горо, Синьянь, Барбара, Ирина Фокс, Ай, Фишель, Сянлин, Сара, Лиза, Юньцзинь. Вот так. Вот это вот все у меня персонажи.
Straight on. Hello, how may I help you?
We'd like to borrow the kitchen here.
Так.
Ah, I see. In that case, sure. As long as you prepared your own ingredients, feel free to use the kitchen. If I may, you must be well versed in the art of cooking, yes? Talented indeed. Actually, I have a small suggestion to make. From
Какое?
your clothes, you're most likely not from around these parts. But since you've come to Liyue, would you like to try making Liyue-style cuisine? I have a recipe for golden crab with me. It's a Yue cuisine classic. It's crab meat that's been rolled in flour, deep-fried, and then pan-fried
Меня
together
сейчас
with
живот
ginger and
заурчит
garlic.
в реальной
When
жизни.
you finally plate it up, the crab seems to be lying on gold.
Golden crab.
Все, слюнка текет. Я думаю, кто там дышит мне в ухо? Это собака там.
Golden crab! Golden crab! Then let's get to it.
Ну, у меня же есть, по-моему, рецепт
With your
золотистого
skills in the
краба.
kitchen, this'll be a cinch.
Ой, мамочки, да, конечно. А куда? Понял. Дома еще борщ и суп из украшений и лапшу. Я рамен хочу. Причем такой нормальный. Не дешевый какой-то, а нормальный рамен хочу с большой тарелки. Да блин.
There's no need to spend all that effort on me. I'm not in dire need of food. I am a little hungry, but it's not a big deal.
Японская озвучка прикольнее. Да, никто не спорит, что она прикольнее. Не спорит никто в этом. Кушай.
This aroma is... Wow, it's incredible. Fine. Since my disciple has put in so much time and effort, I must, with great difficulty, accept. Ah, it's delicious. It's the most delicious thing I've eaten recently. I mean, I never knew that my disciple was this skilled. As your master, I am most comforted. I see that it's no boast to call them Liyue's delicacies. I suppose it wasn't too much to spend all this mora on. Ah, it's nothing. Nothing at all. Now that we've eaten and drank our fill, we should be off. If we travel north from here, we should reach the Stone Gate, and from there we will be within the boundaries of Mondstadt. What deep mysteries shall we acquire knowledge of? I'm looking forward to it.
Надо будет превьюху поменять. BELSKY вообще маленькое задание было. Ну, меня как бы подруга предупреждала, что с ней мало заданий будет, но надо будет поменять превьюху. Блин, не то я смотрю. Где? Только старика Зухимба. Ой, блин. Так, камешек. Еще один. Так.
That was tiring, but we're finally in Mondstadt. The quest to plumb the wondrous depths of knowledge is indeed arduous.
Paimon's not tired.
That's because you float.
Well, it doesn't look like an astrologist is all that amazing either.
That's because you have too many unrealistic fantasies about astrology.
Are you also resting your feet here?
Тайлер. Какой-то Тайлер пришел.
Who are you?
Oh, my brothers and I are all merchants. We just finished doing business in Liyue, and we're preparing to head back to Mondstadt.
Такие
You
стоят,
look rather tired.
голубоглазые.
The cart we hired will be coming in a while. What say you to coming along for the ride? No need, no need. We're already heading that way anyway.
There's no need. Now shoo, get out of our way.
Huh? Miss, is there something wrong?
Cease your pretensions, bandit.
Так.
Picking up people on the road who appear vulnerable, robbing them blind once they've gotten on the cart, and then taking them to some Archon-forsaken
Где
place.
Мона у меня?
Is that your deal?
What are you saying? We came over here to make conversation, and this is how we're rewarded? With insults? If you don't want to get on, don't. Crazy girl.
Well then, shall I tell you now which
Охренеть.
objects you have on you that are stolen? If you have any quibbles, we can bring people to corroborate what I've said, and all will come to light. If I lose, I'll pay you 20,000 mora. But if I win, then you'll be eating prison rations in Liyue Harbor tonight. How about it? If you're real legitimate businessmen, there's nothing to fear, is there?
You've pushed it too far, brat. I don't know how you found out, but as long as we get rid of you, no one will have to know.
Don't fret, it's just a few bandits. You said earlier that there was nothing amazing about astrologists? Well then, this is a good time to show you what your master can do.
А, мы за Мону можем поиграть, ничего себе. Фига себе. А можно снять анимацию? О, нифига себе.
Let me scry.
О, хорошо, хорошо, хорошо. Хорошо.
Shadows of fate, decided by destiny.
Ух ты, ух ты, ух ты, ух ты, ничего себе.
What did you think? Did that satisfy your expectations? Such things are elementary for an astrologist.
Ой, я нашла её.
Lies are worthless before astrology. Destiny and truth are written in the stars. Though it may take more time to garner the specifics, I can read the gist of a situation at a glance.
But you did hit some bumps in the road.
That's because Tivat's stars can only display the fates and truths of this world. Anything related to
Ирина,
you
тебе
becomes like a
понравилось?
fog that
Чего?
even I cannot penetrate.
Мои блюда на твои 200 подписчиков. Да, да, очень
That is why I
понравилось.
must meet that successor. With our knowledge combined, I might be able to gain new insight into your fate.
А зачем мне скипать разговоры, если я сейчас веду, ну, то есть у меня идет стрим, я сама как бы сижу и читаю эту сюжетку. Зачем? Если вам не интересно, ребят, ну мне же интересно, я хочу их послушать, почитать.
Whatever the case, you've got everything to gain from this trip. All right, I'm rested. Let's get this journey to Mondstadt over with.
Я вот так вот пролистывать разговоры вообще не люблю.
I thought you weren't tired.
Так, сейчас. Сейчас. Я превью поменяю. Превью хочу поменять сразу. Так, туда. Перекидывай сюда. Очень понравилось. Очень понравилось. Но я бы от мятного желе бы не отказалась бы. Скачала Геншин себе на телефон. Капец, у меня телефон перегрелся, блин, когда-то все загружались, блин, файлы все. Это ужас какой-то был. Так, Димона. Блин, это Беннет. Это Кли. Да блин! Вот она. Так, удалить. Капец, вот так вот меняем, блин, превью, блин, во время стримов. Так. Пролистывать разговоры будут только те, которые уже все прошли и создали новый аккаунт. Да мы не про это, ты читай все норм. А, ну все, нет, ребят, я просто, уж неправильно вас поняла, как-то извиняюсь. Так, все. Так, надо не только превьюху, надо и название менять. Как можно? Сейчас. Можно так назвать. Сейчас. Все, поменяла. Добавь мое возвращение. Ага, сейчас, блин. Давай денежку за это тогда. Ой, ладно, шучу. Не буду я ничего добавлять. Ты так уже на стриме засветился, что ты вернулась. Так. Все, продолжаем дальше играть. Я поменяла превьюху. Так, куда нам надо топать там дальше? Так. Вот ежедневки выполнить, но это потом вне стрима это делать. Валбери сейчас прислал. Нам жаль, но это конец. Конец чему, интересно? Да уже не 200, кстати, подписчиков, уже 201. Ну, молодцы, нас все больше и больше. Когда будет ранее, надо свой статус поменять на «Дед, вернись домой». Ладно. Так, ладно. Продолжаем. Продолжаем играть. О, голуби.
Are you ready? Don't shame your master now. We're about to meet that successor. I guess. Wait, no. It won't do if you have no idea at all, even if you are a fake disciple. We have a rule that forbids us from teaching outsiders, but I suppose I could teach you. My astrology is based on hydromancy, and as the name suggests, I use the reflections in water bodies to observe the true starry sky. Allow me to demonstrate. Watch closely now. From the present station and movement of the stars, I see. So that successor is a young, female Knight of Favonius.
Созвездия какие-то пошли, о. Четырехлистный клевер. Ну?
Doesn't that sound like Lisa?
Лизу. Опять Лиза будет.
We will meet her here presently. Well, that's all the information we need. It seems that even basic astrology can't be grasped in one go. Never mind, I'll explain in detail later. She's here.
Wow, it's you, Miss Honorary
Oi.
Knight. And Paimon,
Кли.
too, you're back.
That's her. The successor to great knowledge.
Successor?
А я думала, она больше не
That's
появится.
right. I am the astrologist who has plumbed the depths of the ocean of stars. Surely you have long calculated my arrival as well.
Я уже и превьюшку
An
поменяла.
ocean of stars? What's that? Does it have fish in it?
Fish? No, don't play dumb. Is this some kind of game?
I should be the one saying that. I didn't get what you said at all.
But my predictions can't be mistaken. Well, let's make sure. Your mother's name is Alice, isn't it?
У Кли мама есть?
That's right. Oh, so your mommy's
Я почему думала,
friend.
что она сиротка.
But she's gone very far away.
My readings told me as much. But before she left, she must have imparted her mystical arts to you, surely.
А,
Mystical
понял.
arts? I don't get it. Mommy only taught me to make jumpy
Какой у тебя ранг?
donkeys.
Даня, привет, спасибо, что зашел на стрим.
So
34 у меня
Klee's
ранг.
mother is the friend and rival of Mona's teacher?
Yes. As well versed in astrology as she was, my master knew only astrology. Alice, on the other hand, was skilled in a great many other mystical fields.
Well, Klee's so young. So even if she'd heard this deep knowledge, she might not have understood.
Yes. It seems she has inherited the blood, but not the knowledge. What a miscalculation. There can be no contest like this. Ah, yes. So before Alice left, did she tell you about a 50-year agreement and about a certain box?
Oh, I know this one. So you're here for that box. I'll look. Wait here. Not this one. Or this one. No, it's not this one either. Ah, I remember now. I buried it together with my new treasure at Windrise. Wait for me. I'll be right back.
Clay, don't just run off. Don't you need the things in your pack?
I'll help her pack these things back in. You go after her. Looking at how rash she is, I worry for the box.
Да какого? Ну какого? Ну, я думала, все, с Кли не будет больше заданий. А, да тут... Вот какая? Тогда... Меняю все обратно. Ну, блин, вот это обидно, конечно.
Come on, let's get moving.
Да все, подожди.
We're not frozen in place after all.
Подожди. Ой, жалко, я-то думала, с ним уже не будет типа заданий. Сейчас. Ну это хорошо даже, что... Вот так. Возвращаем все на круги своя. Капец, она улепетала далеко. Я ради деда много времени Геншину уделяю. Ой, я не только ради деда. Да вообще просто мне, что Геншин сама по себе нравится очень игра. Она меня, как сказать, вдохновляет. Там дальше снимать стримы по ней. И даже будут скоро не только стримы у меня, как и на канале. Еще хочу другие видосы снимать по Геншину.
We're here! This is it! Let's dig it up! It can't be! I put a sign here! There's no mistake! Ah! Dendro's lines!
We can talk later. Let's take them out first.
Это самый простой.
Dodge this. Oh, so sorry.
Охладитесь. Они так смешно бегают, когда горят.
Found it! It's this box!
Glad it wasn't damaged in the explosions.
Retrieval complete! Let's bring it back!
Отлично. Теперь возвращаемся обратно. Так, я слышала, тигры не равны бы чуть ли не с Гань Юнь, но все же... Я вообще не знаю, какой он персонаж, сильный, не сильный. Я знаю, что он лучник. И все. О его силах так не знаю.
You're back at last. The wait was exceedingly dull. I had intended to read a book to pass the time, but this one was just some ridiculous diary. Nothing of note in it at all. It dropped from Klee's backpack, so I thought it might contain some ancient knowledge, but... Never mind that. So, did you find the box?
We did! It's in perfect shape!
That's wonderful! Wait a moment. Why isn't it locked? And why is it empty?
Huh?
Well, it's because I borrowed this box to store my treasures.
Borrowed?
But since you're here for the box, I took all my treasures out. That's why it's empty.
You used it to store your things? Then where are the original contents of the box? That's what I want.
Oh, you want the thing that used to be in the box? You should have said so.
You haven't.
Как на нее злиться?
Have you?
No.
Она такая
It's
милая.
not broken at all.
И скажет, я выкинула.
Look in your hand.
What? This. So this book, this diary, is that Hag's? It's her diary from 50 years ago? The thing she wanted back after 50 years was the dark history of her youth? I'm finished. No wonder that old woman said I should not look at it no matter what, or she'd rip me to shreds.
Am I in trouble? It was you who said you wanted the box. You didn't say anything about the thing inside. I don't know anything. I'm leaving. Bye.
Well, if you don't say anything, your master won't find out, will she?
Impossible. Astrology can see through all lies. You've seen it yourself. Oh. After having spent all my mora to come to Mondstadt, not only have I gained no knowledge, but now I can't return. How did it come to this?
That's so sad. Maybe you could forget everything in that book and then go back.
Да.
That's too difficult. And even if I wanted to stay in Mondstadt, it would be... Yes. How can I maintain a proper astrologist's mentality if I stay with all these Philistines?
Well, then you'll just have to go back and face your master.
Stop talking about it. I guess I'll have to... I'll just have to stay in Mondstadt temporarily. Once that old crone's reached the end of her days, I'll be free. But what will I do about my astrology research? No, wait. I don't even have a place to stay.
About that, we can go ask Catherine at the Adventurers Guild. Let's see if she can help.
The Adventurers Guild? Ah, right. You can do commissions for them in exchange for... You know what I mean, don't you? Oh, thanks. Never mind, it's nothing.
Ой, бля, бедная Мона. Ой, блин. Блин, не успела. Сука, куропатка, блин. Та-ра-та-та-ра-та-та-та.
Traveler, please, over here. It has been a while since you joined the Adventurers Guild. Are your adventures going smoothly? Is that so? Apart from your own skills, reliable teammates are also indispensable when adventuring. Another person to count on is always good after all. But recruiting such dependable companions is no easy matter, is it?
Yep, and it's even harder to get a guide as good as Paimon.
Ah, yes. I do have some information that may be of help to you. Let me consult our records. Ah, there it is. There's been a certain blonde stranger who arrived in Mondstadt lately, dressed in most unusual clothes.
Да никто не говорил, что она бомжиха. Я вообще про нее ничего не говорила.
It feels like Paimon's heard this one before. Wait, do you mean... Does that stranger's face look anything like hers?
Like the honorary knights? No, they couldn't look more different. This stranger is a very tall man, and even has an eye patch.
Kia!
Seriously? How does this have anything to do with Kaya? I just can't prove that you're related anyway.
That stranger declined the guild's invitation, so I can't say that I know anything about the relationship between him and Mr. Kaya. Nonetheless, you can look for him if you're interested. Perhaps he might accept your commission instead. After all, it is not uncommon for some adventurers to not want to be limited by the guild, but be happy to accept a fellow adventurer's requests. And should the stranger be a strong adventurer indeed, he would certainly be a big help on your journey.
А кто еще с повязкой ходит?
Please don't talk down on yourself like that. You are the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius, after all. Your deeds are the stuff of song for all the bards in the city, even now. Well, as to further news about him, you may want to ask Mr. Lawrence. He stands guard at the city gate, so he may know something about that stranger.
Я только Бейду знаю, я у других не помню. Ирина, ты бы хотел со мной поиграть в ближайшее время? Ну, я так... Сейчас.
I see. I understand the situation.
Вообще, у меня будет отдельный стрим с подписчиками, так что следи за группой ВКонтакте. Я выложу обязательно объявление, когда я буду играть с подписчиками.
I believe that if the astrologist you mentioned can break the seal, the owner of that house wouldn't mind if she stayed there. All right. Then allow me to tell you where the house is.
Ай, так, ладно. Да чё, блин? Да куда? Ёлки-палки. Ха! Я в этой части редко бывала. Помню.
The person who placed the seal is by no means simple. Breaking the seal by force is nigh on impossible. Interesting. I suppose it's worth using my astrology on. Let me see. I see. So if you first, and then you... All right, it's open.
Holy moly, that's amazing!
Наконец-то эту печать сняли. Я еще про нее забыла.
No need.
О, Господи.
My utmost thanks.
You are?
Oh, I'm Goth, the owner of this house. I passed by the Adventurers Guild a while back, and Catherine told me about the matter. I never thought this troublesome seal would be dispelled so quickly.
Это точно. YouTube вообще порой подводит. Козел такой.
Of course. The facilities inside were just being left there anyway. I would be glad to have someone make use of them. To express my thanks, I shall rent this building to you at the lowest possible price.
Rent? I didn't hear anything about rent, and I helped out too.
Yes, of course, I understand. I am most thankful to you for that. So rest assured that I will give you the best rates.
I mean...
Paimon thinks Mona's misunderstood something, but...
I guess I don't have any other choice. I'll rent this place.
Great! Then we are agreed. I will go prepare the documentation. Please wait here.
Но он пока дойдет, блин. 100 лет пройдет.
Also, well, I'm very sorry, but I won't be able to do what I agreed to help you with just yet. Without the necessary tools and without new knowledge, it will take me some time to see your destiny clearly. But I promise that I'll do a reading for you first thing once I'm ready. Thank you. Our traveling together was fate. And of the good kind, I'd say. I wish you both safe travels. As for me, I need to think of the future as well.
Ой.
How is she gonna make a living if she doesn't use astrology to make money? Maybe we should come back and check on her once in a while. It would really be bad if she fainted from hunger in there.
К ней зайти-то можно?
Cut that racket out. I'm doing experiments here. Oh, it's you. I'm currently running some tests related to your situation. I should see some results soon, so
Да ради
please
бога,
wait
я тебя не
patiently.
тороплю.
Don't worry about me fainting from hunger. In any case, I figured out a way
Теперь
to
можно
make some
поменять.
money.
Так. Сейчас. Так, окей. Что у нас там за заданием было? Я помню, как эту печать я Сенсею пытался снять. Я вообще не пыталась, я вообще про эту печать забыла. Так. Погоди, нет. Задание просто зайти. Местник, который любит читать. Опасная тропа. Это зараза, блин. Так. А, это недалеко так, что ли? Какой-то незнакомец.
Honorary knight. Is something the matter?
Так.
A stranger with an eye patch. Let me think. Oh yeah.
А как
I
кто
remember
это?
seeing someone like that. A blonde stranger dressed in unusual garb. He was wandering all over Mondstadt at first, which I found rather suspicious. So I decided to keep an eye on him for a while. I lost him pretty quickly. Still, I didn't think that this was such a huge matter that we needed our outrider to pursue him by air. As long as Master Jean is here, there's nothing to fear from some suspicious, unusual-looking person.
That might be true, but if it were up to Jean, she'd take this way more seriously.
That is true. But on the other hand, knowing that Master Jean may overreact to the situation is all the more reason to not tell her, no? Anyways, oh yeah, he was at Wagner's smithy for a while before I tried tailing him. He might have said something to Wagner. You should go ask him. Maybe he has more news about our stranger.
Я поняла, что ты про это имеешь в виду. Не глупенькие, мы поняли. Куда топать? Все тут торчим, все тут торчим. Кузнец.
What? You need something? Here, I remember him. He showed up a few days ago asking to buy a bunch of forging materials. Can't say I've heard of any of the materials he mentioned, though. He then had a look at the weapons in my shop before leaving. I've heard that he can be found drinking at the Angel's Share. If the Knights of the Guild want to get hold of him, that's the only place to be.
Angel's Share?
Так.
Well, Master Diluc probably has his eye on that stranger too, then. Anyway, let's go to the Angel's Share and have a look.
Ну. Кстати, а где Чебупелька? Не... А! Он это... Последний раз он, когда на стрим заходил, он сказал, что он домой полетит. Ну, то есть его выписывают. Ну, вроде в ВКшке я видела, что в группе он там комментарии ставил, писал. Может, дома уже. Сейчас пока, может, занят.
What will it be? Grape juice or apple cider?
Hey, Charles! Have you seen a blonde stranger who wears an eye patch around here by any chance?
That I have. He comes here every night. Just to drink, though. Doesn't order anything else. He even sometimes mixes his own drinks after he orders them. I don't know anything else about him, but from his selections and mixes, I'd say that he's quite the connoisseur.
And what's Master D-Luke's opinion?
Why, I just gave it to you. Quite the connoisseur.
Investigating everything as always. Guess that's D-Luke for you.
If you're looking for that gentleman, he ordered some new bottle of wine in advance yesterday. So he should be here today too. There's too many raucous patrons on the first floor, so if you want to wait, best to go to the second.
Ну ладно. Пойдем на второй этаж. А мне без разницы, куда пойти, или я в комнату могу зайти? Давай, прогружайся, что ты так еле-то ползешь. Ух ты. Ух ты, ух ты. Нет, я хочу обратно, а я раньше выйти не могла отсюда. Интересно. Что, мне просто за стол сесть? Хорошо.
Ah, welcome, sir.
Да куда?
The wine that you previously ordered is here.
О, ты кто? А ты кто такой?
He's really here? Let's go downstairs and have a look.
Это кто такой, ребят? Я такого не знаю. Погоди. А, во, блин, вот куда все сел. Здравствуй, это кто? Игнорит меня.
Wow, he's got no intention of paying us any mind, huh?
A traveler, you say? Why are you traveling?
Глаза у него красивые.
Well, that's as good a reason as any. Sit down over there, then.
So, guess we've broken the ice. What a weird guy.
That little one beside you.
Uh-huh, we're the best of friends.
It's indeed a good thing to have someone accompany you on your travels. My name's Dainsleif.
Да, не спойлерите, а то я вас накажу.
Business with me?
Покусаю. Фыр-фыр-фыр.
Sure.
Ты так легко согласился? В смысле?
He was so cold just a moment before. Paimon's got a bad feeling about this.
But I will require advance payment. 500 mora. And 3 answered questions. The 500 is a one-time fee, and we'll settle the questions in a moment. That's it.
Well, now
Будешь
Paimon's
наемником.
got a really bad feeling. That kind of compensation can't be right.
Я буду его наемником называть.
Ah, thank you. Now as for my questions, I'd like you to answer them here and now. The answer to a question says nothing about right and wrong. Only about differences in attitude. I only wish to know what your choices are. You need only answer. Question 1. The crisis Mondstadt faced was resolved by an alliance between yourself and that Animo Archon who calls himself Venti. Who, in your view, was the key to ending that crisis? I know everything that I should. Well, answer the question. Is that your answer? I see. Question number 2. Rex Lapis, who has defended Liyue Harbor for millennia on end, used his gnosis to lay down a contract to end all contracts, of which the stipulations are still unknown. Who do you think will defend Liyue Harbor in the future, now that they've lost their deity? So that's your answer? I see. Now for my final question. This world has people who gained visions, and those who did not. Which of the two do you think hold more importance in the eyes of the gods? So, this is your answer then?
Я отъебись, отвечаю на самом деле вопросу.
As I thought, you really are similar to him.
В смысле?
I'll take that 500 mora.
Это, по-моему, без разницы, на какие вопросы отвечать.
Your views on this world. As we agreed, you may now commission me. That said, I only take commissions related to the Abyss Order. Like you, I am currently on a journey. You intend to find your sibling, while I wish to oppose the Abyss. Ugh. Those creatures that serve the Abyss are the fangs and claws by which the Order spreads chaos in this world. I have come to Mondstadt this time while on the trail of an Abyss Herald.
An Abyss Herald?
An even more twisted abyssal being. One that commands the Abyss Mages.
Oh, that's right! We've just been fighting against the Fatui and Liyue, who are human too! We haven't encountered the non-human Abyss Order at all!
There's some reason behind that, I'm afraid. It's possible that they may have been under orders to avoid your path.
Oh, that does sound pretty dangerous. Maybe they're looking for a better time to ambush us or something.
Ну, написала и написала, поделилась мнением своим. Ничего страшного.
We're super duper strong.
Ну, не самые, но одолеем.
It's just like his. Well then, let's go see for ourselves, shall we?
Он о брате говорит.
According to the leads I have on hand, the Abyss Order has re-infiltrated the Temple of the Falcon. Let's meet up at the temple. Perhaps your questions about the Abyss will be answered there.
Сколько времени уже? Та-ра-та-та-ра-та-та-та. Да блин, выйди. Ну окей, ладно. Вот ты где? Фига он высокий.
This abandoned temple does bear some marks of the Abyss. The Falcon of the West. Though it can soar in the wind, it ultimately does naught but hover under the light of the gods. Oh, it's nothing. Let's head inside.
Ну, давай одиночный. Да, у меня есть кия. Все. Пошлите.
The scent of the Abyss is getting stronger. It's not far now.
God, блин.
Paimon wonders what the Abyss Heralds look like. Do they look something like the Abyss Mages?
Let's head further in first. If we do see that creature, that'll spare me the explanation either way.
Так. Так. Ах ты сволочь такая. Ты слышишь, говнюк такой.
Everybody stand back!
Вот так тебе. Еще один остался. Опа. Опа. Пошли в Европу. Собираем, собираем все, пока тут все дают. Мамочки родные. Вот так вот вам. Фига себе. Нифига себе. Чё, вообще ничего интересного в ящиках нет. Ладно. Тоже клюется. Тихо-тихо. Нет.
Time to fight back, I suppose. Free.
I must leave no stone unturned, as a good knight should.
Dodge this.
Going in.
Давай, давай, давай. Ух ты, блин.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Так.
Let's light it up!
Ах ты ж сволочь такая, ну-ка, потеряй сознание.
Just a few abyss mages? Seems like that herald might have already left. The abyss. It is chaos, and it is also destruction. It is a morass of inconceivable madness that encroaches upon this world's very foundations.
Кстати, у Бейдо странновато оружие. Можно
is why
чтобы
even
было
the dragon
скрафтить
of the
прототип,
east,
потому что ты на...
a servant of a deity, was unable to resist
Ну,
its
я
corrosive
знаю.
powers. And the creatures of the abyss
Но пока на
desire
ней это
nothing
оружие.
less than the overthrow
Потому что я не
of a
могу
world
скрафтить ее
ruled
пока
by the
оружие.
archons.
You seem to know a lot about the Abyss, Dame.
Well, we do have some history. I suppose
Ну,
that's as
красиво,
far as
прикольно такой.
chit-chat goes. We should head to Wolvendom. Judging by the traces I'm following, their next appearance may be within the territory of that old wolf. Perhaps we may find our Abyss Herald there.
Ах ты. Ирина, какой у тебя любимый перс? Но у меня их несколько, но да вижу, написал, что 4. Так, первый у меня Дилюк, потом Бэйдоу идет, Сянлинь. Да ладно. Так, и все пока. Вроде от таких особо любимых персонажей у меня больше нету. А, нет, вру, Чужлин еще. Дед. Он еще любимый перс. Больше нету. Я не пойду туда, отстань. Да блин, зачем ты задание убрала? Ну... А, 4-звездочные. Я поняла, я это неправильно... Точнее, я неправильно поняла. Сейчас.
Cold beer. Hard days.
Да. Ай, блядь, точно, там же телепорта нету. Чё я туплю, блин? Ну, если 4-звездочные, то Бэйдоу, Сянлинь. Хотя я не знаю, у них там какое подразделение. Эпические, они не эпические, но... Они 4-звездочные. Где ты там стоишь? Нафиг ты меня сюда привел вообще? Так, а где он? Ты... Козлик такой. Да, блин, не хватило. Стоит тут.
Lord of Wolvendom, great wolf king of the north, sharp of fang and keen of claw, and yet dwelling here only. No, nor does it know me. I only know these things because a previous traveling companion of mine once wanted to hear its story. All right, let's go see if that Abyss Herald has stopped by here.
Begin. Are you standing here because of these strange bonfires, Dane?
Indeed. See that? Floating above the flames? It's an abyssal spell. Knowing what I do of the Order's habits, they've probably left similar marks behind elsewhere. Let's have a look nearby.
Ну, елки-то-палки. Опять меня на поручения всякие отправляют.
Do you think that those monsters by the bonfire are under the Abyss Order's control? Looks kind of scary. Let's beat them up first.
ты сволочь такая.
Freeze. Oh, so sorry. Dodge this.
Да блин, промахнулась.
Whew, that's that. Looks like this bonfire's also got something to do with the abyss.
Так, идите вон. Пошли вон, я не хочу с вами сражаться. Мне вот там предстоит еще Я же не хочу с вами сражаться, нет! Нет! Отстань! Иди прочь! Уйди! Мне своих там монстров сейчас хватать будет. Вот гад, блин, все равно побежал за мной.
Everybody stand back.
Слезай.
And there's another
А
one
вот.
of those bonfire spells. Looks like the abyss really Yikes! Where did these monsters pop out from? Let's clear them out and quick!
Беннет, помогай.
To ashes. Adventure time.
Че, все типа? Типа мы все сделали? Ой, ну ладно.
Have you finished searching? I searched around these parts and found some signs myself, but they were left behind by abyss mages, and there was no deeper abyssal power to them. It seems that even an abyss herald would not wish to make trouble with the Wolf King of the North. We should leave as well. If there's anything praiseworthy about that old wolf, it's his territorial nature.
But now we're out of leads. Are we going to have to give up?
No. There is one more place we can go. Let's get a move on then. I'll wait for you at Storm Terror's lair.
Гоняют нас туда-сюда, блин. По всем сейчас этим пройдемся, по безднам, да.
Off we go.
I've heard about what happened to you during Mondstadt's crisis. When you came, this place was known as Storm Terror's lair. But I suppose that this place is more lair than Storm Terror at this point. In fact, if my memory serves, this ruin has had largely nothing to do with that dragon for a long time. The first time I laid eyes upon the ruins of Old Mondstadt, the dragon of the East had yet to fall, much less come to nest in this place.
Huh? But Paimon remembers that Dvalin first got in trouble hundreds of years ago.
Don't think too much about it. Do you remember the light actuators that once sealed this ruin? If the Abyss Order is interested in this location, then they will not neglect those mechanisms. Let's go see what the situation is at those light actuators.
Так. Ладно, ребятки, на этом сегодня закончим, а то я себя что-то уже плохо чувствую. Надо померить бы температуру сходить. Всем спасибо, кто заходил на стрим. Подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте лайки, комментируйте. Если не тяжело, можете поддержать начинающего стримера монеткой. И подписывайтесь на мою группу ВКонтакте, ссылочка в описании.